Yes, indeed. Big shock starting on Friday night. United boss Ralph Rangnick puts out a very strong side against the Borough, with summer signings Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho and Rafael Varane all starting the match. Former Chelsea and West Ham striker Carlton Cole was on talkSPORT after Manchester United's embarrassing loss, and the big fella had this to say about Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think it was me and you, Adam, about Cristiano Ronaldo, and we got slated for it, saying that obviously he's coming in and he's taking all the attention away from what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was doing, and you wanted to build on that. I'm not saying that he's not going to score you goals. He scores a bag of goals, but was he the right thing for Man United? Was he the right thing for that team? And evidence on what, not even just tonight, just going on what everything's happened since he's come in. Man United still ain't been the same. They've not gone to the next level. I'm not saying it's Man United. I'm not saying it's just Cristiano Ronaldo's fault. A lot of things have happened, but he is part of the problem too.
Okay, I think this is a bad result. Crashing out the FA Cup to Borough. Congratulations to Borough, by the way, because holding their own and managed to beat them on penalties. This is Manchester United, and it's not just any Manchester United. It's a Manchester United with some real top-tier players in it who don't seem to be playing to their ability. It's the same old story, really, but now they're out the FA Cup. Jamie, what did you make of this?
Well, I thought it was shocking. I mean, it's a terrible result for them. I think it's a bit harsh just digging out Ronaldo, though. I mean, everyone's just jumping on the bandwagon of digging out Ronaldo. I mean,
he did miss a penalty, though.
All right, he missed a penalty, but there was other players in the game that they should have won the game. By the way, I mean, they had loads of chances, just didn't take them. They ended up losing it on penalties, but I just think everyone's quick to jump on Ronaldo. It's more than Ronaldo. This with Manchester United, this has been going on for 10 years.
100%.
You know, the infrastructure and everything about that football club is wrong. You know, it's just not right. It's been a huge fall from grace. You know, you look at teams who have sort of transitional periods, and, you know, like Barcelona might be going through one now, or, you know, Real Madrid have had them in the past, and you might have a couple of seasons where they don't compete. Manchester United are one of, if not the biggest club in the world, and they are miles off where they should be. I mean, they're scraping to get in a top four. I mean, when you actually look at that in black and white, it's a shambles how far they've fallen. And it ain't Cristiano Ronaldo's fault, let me tell you.
They haven't won a trophy in 5 years. I think that's right. For a club like Manchester United, that is a long amount of time, isn't it? Do you see any differences between Ralph Rangnick's Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United, Ali?
None whatsoever. First thing I'd like to say is congratulations to Chris Weldon Borough, who, by the way, are only sitting at outside the playoff places, I think, in goal difference in the Championship as well. So there's a lot going on there that's good. But I don't, in answer to your question, would you? I don't. It's kind of the same old feelings. You know, you could change the coach, right? And that's all fitting well. But very, very seldom do I think it does happen. Of course it happens, but seldom do you see a coach coming in and completely transforming a team if it's the same players. You know, generally speaking, the same players will give you the same level of performance most times. So I don't see a massive change since Rangnick's come in at all. But we spoke about it before. I'll tell you where Manchester United are. They're in the same position they were under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in the respect that they're alongside Spurs, West Ham and Arsenal, challenging for fourth place. That's where they are.
Can we focus for a second on Sol Bamba?
Amazing.
Because considering everything that Sol Bamba has been through with his health in the last couple of years, involved in a penalty shootout, scored his penalty, afterwards tweeted saying, "I'm too old for this." And you can imagine what he said there after that. Sometimes sport just throws up these incredible stories.
Of course.
And that is one of them, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, amazing for him to be involved in it. I think he scored a penalty as well, I think, in the shootout. And, you know, just them moments in football is what you live for. It's why you want to play football. It's why when you go through dark moments as a player, you keep striving and keep trying to get back to live that moment. Because let me tell you, I've been involved in moments like that, and there is no better feeling as a person, as a player, to have that and live that moment. It stays with you for the rest of your life. So, you know, when he's had terrible moments with his health and he's got through that, his whole mind and his whole focus would have been to picture that moment happening for himself, and he's got to live it again, which is just an incredible story.
Jamie, we speak about the FA Cup, you know, whether it's lost its appeal and all that stuff, the stories that the FA Cup has thrown up this weekend in particular, whether it's Boreham Wood, whether it's Kidderminster, whether it's Ole Bamba, whether it's Harvey Elliott, that's the beauty of the cup, and it's the beauty of sport and the beauty of football. No, you look at that big fella, that big smile is just lighting up the whole blinking television set in front of you. It's a brilliant story, one of the best stories this weekend.
Do you know what else as well? We mentioned his health, and if you are listening and you don't know what we're talking about there, so he's 37 years old. He had leukemia, so he managed to beat leukemia, and he scored that penalty at Old Trafford, knocking out Manchester United from the FA Cup, and he did it less than a year after beating cancer, and he did it on World Cancer Day as well. So the synergy there is just incredible. I've met him before, actually. I've interviewed him a couple of times when he was at Cardiff. Just a top guy. Honestly, you couldn't meet a nicer guy. So a
I remember
moment
at
for him.
Hibs, he played with Hibs as well up the road.
Did he?
I remember playing against him. He's a machine.
Also, just quickly, the job that Chris Wilder's doing at Borough, as you mentioned a minute ago, Ali.
Fantastic.
Can't give him more credit. It's just a great guy. I wish him all the best of luck as well.
He's a top bloke, top manager.
Yeah, a wonderful story. Lots of great stories coming out of the weekend of football as well. Not just football, but all across sport. It makes you. It's nice, isn't it, doing this job when you come off weekends like that, where you've just got all these wicked stories.
It's easy, isn't it?
It's so easy, but it is like you're so quick sometimes to pick up, not you in particular, but to pick up all the negatives in the world of sport. And actually, when you come off weekends like this, then there's so many positive stories. It just it does make your job easy, doesn't it?
Oh, well, of course. I mean, I always say the best job in the world is being a professional footballer. That is the best job in the world. For me, the second best job in the world is talking about football. So we're so blessed to sit here. We get to talk about the great games all over the weekend, incredible things, and sometimes you forget how lucky we are to do the job that we do.
Oh, I got all teary-eyed in here for a second.
we did.
Looked at Ali, and Ali's
the
looking...
emotion.
It's a shame because Ali's off at the end of the season.
The emotion in this studio. The emotion in this
Don't say
studio.
that.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.